Spectral Pages are the key item to get to make the most of Festival of the Lost 2022. Well, they can be acquired through a number of sources in the game, but today I'm going to run through an efficient method of farming so you can head into haunted sectors and convert them into manifested pages and get that Festival of the Lost loot. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, before we get into it today, let me know in the comments your top tips for getting Spectral Pages, and also if you want to skip to the fast farming method, use the timestamps marked down below. Well, first of all, I want to go into why get Spectral Pages. Well, the gameplay loop in Festival of the Lost is as follows, so put on your Festival of the Lost mask, get Spectral Pages from activities in the game, like strikes, gambit, crucible, public events, lost sectors, etc, etc, and then take those Spectral Pages into haunted sectors and complete the activity to convert them into manifested pages, which in turn you can then unlock pages in the Book of the Forgotten, and that is in the tower next to Eva Levante. So all of this helps you get Festival of the Lost loot, as well as working your way towards the Festival of the Lost title. Okay, so let's have a look at how to get Spectral Pages. Well, first of all, you want to make sure you're wearing your Festival of the Lost mask. That could be purchased from Eva Levante, and this is key to getting the Festival of the Lost currencies like candy and Spectral Pages. Well, you can get Spectral Pages from a variety of activities in Destiny 2. Pretty much any activity is going to grant you Spectral Pages when you complete it. However, most activities only give you a handful at most. So strikes give you 4 to 5, Crucible gives you 3, Gambit gives you 3, public events only give you 2, but then you've got campaign story missions. They are a really good way to get Spectral Pages. They give you 9 or 10 per completion. You can pretty much do any activity you like to get Spectral Pages in the game. You know, Bungie isn't making you go out of your way to do an activity you don't like. If you like Vanguard Ops, you can sit in that playlist and you can get them. If you like Crucible, then you can go there. Well, the same goes for Dares of Eternity, dungeons and raids. However, if you want to gather Spectral Pages efficiently, then you're going to want to maximise your time by completing the shortest activity possible that grants you the most pages, and that method is campaign story missions. Well, next up, let's have a look at how to farm Spectral Pages fast. So for this method, you're going to need a couple of things. So you are going to need at least 2 Guardians on your account that you can swap between and swap a checkpoint back and forward. That means you're going to need to complete the Festival of the Lost introduction quest on at least 2 characters. And you're also going to need access to the Witch Queen campaign missions. Well, once you've done this, you want to find another Guardian. So this could be a friend, a clanmate, or someone on LFG. So I was doing this with someone on LFG, so if you're worried about speaking to other Guardians, don't worry too much, because loads of people are doing the same thing right now. So just make a post on LFG saying something like Spectral Pages campaign mission farm, and you're going to find someone in no time at all. What you could do as well is put a comment down on this video if you're looking for someone, and then hopefully you'll find someone to help you out. Well, once you've found another Guardian, then you're going to want to load into the investigation mission in the Witch Queen campaign, and you can find this on Savathun's Throne World. So you can do it on normal or legendary, but normal is going to be much faster. Then what you want to do is make your way to the end of the mission, and there's a checkpoint just before you fight the Hive at the end there, where you have to take out 3 barrier guards. So at this point you can quit out and change character, and this is going to save that checkpoint on your first Guardian. So once you have changed character, you want to load back in and rejoin your Guardian friend or random, so you join in at the end of the mission. Then simply finish off those Barrier Knights and the Lucent Hive Wizard. I recommend using Galahorn on your second Guardian, as this is going to help you take them out very, very quickly. So when you've finished off the Lucent Hive Wizard, hop on your Sparrow, ride to the end of the mission to meet out with Finch, and you are going to get 9 or 10 Spectral Pages. Well, at this point, you can quit the mission and change character once again. Given you save the checkpoint at the end of the mission on your first Guardian, get your farming buddy to join back onto you, and then load into the mission once again. Once you've started loading in and you see these ships flying in the background, you can instantly quit out and change character and repeat the process over and over again. So by doing this, you're going to quickly get to the cap of Spectral Pages, and that is holding 75 at one time. Okay, so maybe you don't want to speak to other Guardians, or maybe you haven't got access to Witch Queen campaign missions. So next up, let's have a look at other ways to farm Spectral Pages. So there are a few other fast farming methods to get Spectral Pages, but do be aware they are fast, but nothing really comes close to the campaign missions farm. First of all, we've got Lake of Shadows on the EDZ, so you can select the Lake of Shadows strike and run that over and over. You should be able to get runs down to about 4 to 6 minutes if you can get it done nice and quickly. Next, you can do public events on the EDZ, so you've got loads of public events on the EDZ, and running these over and over, making sure to trigger the heroic event each time. That'll net you some fast Spectral Pages. And finally, you've got the Nightmare Containment activity from last season. Runs do take much longer, but they can be good if you want to switch things up and you're bored of the other farming methods. Well, finally today, let's have a look at how to get manifested pages. So now you have a decent stack of Spectral Pages, go into Haunted Sectors and complete that activity. So you're going to want to kill 10 headless ones in the quickest amount of time possible, and the boss. So I would recommend using auto rifles and snipers and pulse rifles, as that's going to help you get progress on some of the other triumphs for the Festival of the Lost Seal. Now, once you complete the activity, you're going to get 12 or 13 manifested pages. Then simply go back to the tower and exchange those manifested pages at the Book of the Forgotten. Well, that is pretty much it. I definitely think the fastest way to do this is via the Witch Queen campaign missions. So I've been doing it on the investigation, although there are other options available. But you can also jump into the Lake of Shadows, you can also do public events on the EDZ, and also jump into Nightmare Containment as well. So all of this is if you want to get it done efficiently, but you can just play the game casually. You can just sit in the playlist that you like Vanguard Ops or Crucible or Gambit. Maybe even do some Dares of Eternity. You can just sit in the playlist that you really enjoy and get those Spectral Pages. Well, let me know in the comments your top farming methods for getting Spectral Pages in Festival of the Lost. And that is it for this guide on how to get Spectral Pages in Destiny 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. But if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
Summoning circle. Maybe something friendly.